All right, welcome to the Hellion Rocks. I got a neat guest today. His name is Conrad Viz, lead guitarist, vocalist for a brand new band called Ancient Spell. Conrad, how you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going, James? I'm doing
excellent.
okay. I'm not nursing a hangover today, so pretty good, you know.
Those days are good, man. When you can wake up and had a good time the night before, and you wake up and you still feel good. Those days are awesome.
Yeah, really.
So let's talk. Ancient Spell. Tell me about this band, man.
This band just started out in August, and I called up actually the drummer. I've known him for about 20 years. We've been in other bands together in the past, and I had just broken up with my last band, which was more of a like rock blues type bands, and it just didn't go anywhere with these guys. We were together for about a year, and we broke up. Mainly that's been the same story for me as a musician, you know, being in a lot of different bands. It's finding the right guys to, you know, put 100% of their time and energy into a band. So, you know, I've always been in bands and then they've broken up, and I always do that. It's like there's a band and, okay, there's like time off, and then because I'm so passionate about music and I can't stop, you know, I wanted to start another band, obviously, and I called my old drummer, and he wasn't doing anything. So we got together and started jamming out, and that's how, you know, we looked for a bass player, and I was looking for a lead singer, but you know how hard that is.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking for any musicians is hard, but we found a bass player, and we tried out a couple vocalists, but it didn't work out, so I ended up doing vocals, which I've done in the past too, because we can't find vocalists. So it's like, okay, I'll take over that duty too, you know. So that's how Ancient Spell was, you know, born. Just three guys.
Three guys, powerhouse band. Tell me about how you guys picked the name Spell.
The name?
Yeah, man. How'd you pick that name?
Yeah, that I came up with that. Basically, it's all about my interpretation of death, you know. I mean, the older you get, you kind of realize your time is, you know, coming, you know. And Ancient Spell, it seems to me like it's like a spell that you can't break. You know, everybody has to die. You know, everybody dies, and it's like the oldest, it's like a spell to me. It's like you can't, you know, unless you're a vampire or whatever, you know. I mean, you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody has to die, and it's like the oldest spell in the history of mankind. You know, it's an ancient spell that's unbroken, and that's why I thought it was cool, and that's a cool, you know, concept. The whole concept of that.
Yeah, it sounds wicked. You know, the imagery you guys
have.
Killer too. I know. So the song "Bleeding Black," the first song I heard by you guys, kicks ass. The video is kick ass too. Tell me the inspiration for that song.
Oh, well, that all stems from our love of Black Label Society, you know.
I heard that.
That's something that, yeah, I mean, us three in the band, we're big. That's our main band influence is Black Sabbath. You know, that's the one band that we all like, and if everybody follows that, you know, everybody loves Ozzy, and we all heard of Zakk Wylde through Ozzy, and big fans, and after that, to me, it's like he carried the torch, you know, over. When I first saw Black Label Society, I saw him at the Ozfest. I forget what year it was, but I was just blown away. I was like, oh, shit, you know, this is it. This is like the new shit right here. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, but
oh, yeah,
Black Label Society. Right on.
We can talk the way we want.
So, I mean, Black Label Society, that Bleeding Black is, you know, my ode to Black Label Society and the family, you know, the bitchin' family that we have. And I decided, man, I'm inspired. I'm inspired by Zakk Wylde and the whole way of life of Black Label Society, you know. Strength, determination, merciless forever. So I just said, man, I'm writing a song about this. And, you know, anybody who watches the video, which we've had over 1,000 views in just like a couple of weeks, which is pretty awesome. And, I mean, that's what that song's about, you know, Bleeding Black, man. Hello?
Yeah, man, we're good. We're still rolling. So yeah.
I thought we got cut off.
Oh no, man, it's here. This is that's the way rock and roll is. It ain't perfect. It ain't pretty. But
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
so your band, you guys, are you guys gonna put out an EP or a record? What's the plan for the future?
Yeah, we already recorded a bunch of tracks, and we originally we're just gonna do an EP with about like 3 or 4 songs. But we had a few more written, so we just said, you know what, let's just throw them in there. So there's about 7 tracks. They're up right now on iTunes and CD Baby. You can download them, and we're gonna, eventually print out some physical CDs too. So when, there's still some old school people that pop it in their car, So we're gonna do that, and yeah, I mean we got that going on right now. We're just trying to build our fan base, which is going pretty good, not too bad, and getting out there on the internet radio and all that. And yeah, that's where we're at right now.
So you guys gonna do some live performances? You gonna try and do some gigs in your area and maybe hit the road a little bit, or what's the plan?
Yeah, that's the next plan. I mean, we're gonna do local shows, and we're also gonna be hosting our own shows. We have a buddy of ours that has a warehouse, and I have a couple buddies in bands, and we're gonna put it all together, and have a full bar, kegs of beer. And, be like old school, like the way we used to do it in high school, have those backyard parties.
Absolutely.
Charge $5, get in and have a good time without being gouged by these clubs, We're going to, I think our first show that we're going to throw like that is in Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to do a few of those, put our shows together ourselves, but also hit some of the clubs out here locally. And just try and get out there, just locally for now, and then later in the future, we'll probably, get out other states and see, get around that way.
Well, cool, man. If you ever make it out to New Mexico, we'll take care of you. We'll make sure you got food, a place to stay, and we'll even find a nice venue to play. So that's
awesome, bro. Appreciate that.
All right,
cool.
Yeah, man. Talking to Conrad Viz from Ancient Spell. We're going to play a track. This track is the one we talked about a little bit earlier. It's called Bleeding Black. Okay, man, that was Bleeding Black. I hope you guys enjoyed that track. We're going to play another one for you here. Tell me about Wizard of Doom.
Yeah, Wizard of Doom is that pretty much the whole concept of like the band name. And I just wrote that, just, you know, it's almost like saying, having somebody realize like it kind of sucks, but you know, you're gonna die, you know, and that whole wizard thing is like it's almost like you can't understand it, you know, it's like a wizard, it's like magic in a way, but you know, it's like don't fear the Reaper, you know. He's coming for you. I mean, why fear that? I mean, if you kind of just embrace the fact that you're gonna die, you can live life to the fullest. You know, you can just do whatever you want now. You know, there's time doesn't wait for you. Just do it. You know, do it, and you'll be happy when you die. You could say, man, well, you know, the people would say at least he did everything he wanted to do before he died, or at least try and do as much. You know. Because the Wizard of Doom is coming for you, brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's
the
cool
whole concept.
to see. It's cool to see that. You know, you guys are carrying on. You know, the rock and roll, the pure rock and roll form. You know, it's not died. You know, today's over processed. So, you know, everybody's auto tuning and digital, all their crap. It's good to see a fresh band with the power rock sound.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we just went in the studio and said, you know, just record us like live, you know. Don't get too technical on the mixing and the, you know, all that. It's just, you know, like there's if you're a musician, you can tell certain things about most people that just, you know, not musicians, they just hear it and they hear the lyric and the melody and the groove, you know, but a lot of musicians, like I have a couple of friends that listen to it and like totally decipher and dissect and say, oh, this part's like this part's like that. But you know what? We're old school, man. It was like Zeppelin. I mean, you know, their stuff wasn't perfect, and that's what we like. We like more organic type stuff. Just go in there and record it and do it, you know?
That's right. You know, I've been in the studio a lot with, you know, a lot of times myself, and it's funny. Sometimes I see the technicians or you know, the engineers. They'll mix something up, you know, and then they'll tell them, okay, you guys need to relearn it this way. You shouldn't have to learn your music to the recording.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
You should be able to get in there and record the way you want it to sound, play it the way you want it to sound with no tricks and no wizardry, no electronics. To me, that's pure, like you said, organic rock and roll.
That's it, man. That's what we like, man.
All right, we're going to listen to Wizard of Doom. When we come back, we're going to close it out with Conrad Viz from Ancient Spell. All right. Wizard of Doom, kick-ass tune, man. Love that song. Loving the band. I'm liking what I'm hearing. We're going to do all that we can do to promote you guys and get you out to the world. Any closing thoughts, Conrad?
That's awesome. I appreciate this. I appreciate everybody who's already we're getting a little internet radio airplay. We appreciate the plugs and the sharing of our Facebook and Twitter and Reverb. I mean, it's all cool because we love the people that do that. They're real fans of music, and like some of my buddies and people that I know, like Crown by Fire and those guys, and a couple other Mind Merchant, all these bands that are, we're friends, we know each other. We all support each other, and that's what I did. It's like the family supports each other, and that's the way of getting ahead, and that's why I appreciate you for giving me this interview, and hopefully we get more well known. And I always tell everybody amongst our family to support local music, because that's where it starts. Go on and support the live clubs, all live music, all these big bands that tour the world. That's where they started, right? So, and these people that are into music like that, they know about that. And there's a lot of support going on nowadays, which, we love that. Keep supporting live music and metal and rock and roll, keep it alive.
That's it. Everybody, all these big bands you hear, the national acts and whatnot, they're a local band somewhere.
Exactly.
For example, Black Label Society, a band that's near and dear to my heart. They're a local band in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Granted, they've blown beyond that, but everybody starts as a local band somewhere. And my philosophy now is, I'm in New Mexico, but you know what? The globe is my locale. So I support, quote-unquote local bands around the world.
That's awesome,
I'm telling you guys out there listening right now, Ancient Spell, kick-ass band. You're going to hear a lot from these guys, and we're going to do everything we can to support them. Conrad, it's been great talking to you. We'll catch you next time.
Awesome, brother. Thanks a lot, man.